Hey guys, welcome back to Pop Culture with Pat. So today I wanted to do a little video for you guys on a couple masks that I picked up over this past week from Spirit Halloween. The first one that you can see right here is the vintage clown mask. I can't now, for some reason, this clown mask really reminds me of something, and I can't see it. I thought at first it was one of the Michael Myers Halloween clown masks, but I looked it up and I was like, nope, that's not it. So, but for some reason this is really familiar to me and I just can't place it where. So if you guys recognize where this might be from, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, this is the first mask that I wanted to show you guys, and I just love how creepy this thing looks. As I'll do a little close up for you guys. So this thing, it's completely plastic. You can see for the eye holes right there, has a little bit of black. I can still see through them pretty decently. Look on the back here. And then it has, just a little strap. Some pretty basic mask, but the biggest thing for me, and as you can see up here too, I'll just show you guys. So these all run about $12.99. So they're pretty cheap, pretty basic mask. But for me, the biggest thing with these couple masks that I got is I just love their retro looking design. I believe the last that I looked is that you can still get this on Spirit's website. This was the only one that I saw in the store for the clown mask too, as well as Spirit. So they only had one of these guys, but I believe you can still get them. Last I looked on the website, don't know if that's still the case, but last time I looked, they were still on there. So that is the first mask that I wanted to show you guys. Now we'll move on to the next one. All right, guys, so this is the next mask that I got, and again, it's a vintage, Halloween mask. Pull up the official title. It says, vintage devil mask. And this guy I really like. This is probably, I don't know which one's my favorite between these two. But this one I think really stuck out to me as well, just because of it looks sort of like the mask that they wear in the new Haunt film. If you guys haven't checked that out, you can also check my review. I'll put a link to that up on top right now. But definitely check that out if you haven't seen it. I highly recommend it. But yeah, this reminds me of one of the masks that they wear in the film. It's not 100%, that it looks like the same thing, but it just has, that same vibe, the devil mask. So again, flip this guy over. And, pretty basic. Again, it's plastic, and it has that little drawstring to, put around your head. Then it has same thing as the clown mask too, that I forgot to mention, has this little cushion piece to kind of go against your forehead. This guy, same thing, is $12.99. But yeah, really digging this devil mask. And again, as far as he goes, they only had one devil mask in the store. I don't know. I haven't checked online to see if Spirit has this guy online. But I know they had the clown for sure. Not sure about this one. But I know he's been kind of hard to find from what I've heard. So if you see it, definitely pick it up, because seems like, the stores aren't getting too many of them. All right, guys. So here is the final mask that I got from Spirit. As you can see, go ahead and pull up the tag. This guy says Vintage Monster Mask. But as you can see, this is definitely a Frankenstein mask, so it's kind of weird. The other two had clown and then devil, but this one just says, monster, so kind of general. Maybe didn't have the rights to use Frankenstein. But, this is another mask that really stood out to me. I'm having a tough time, choosing between, the three, which one's, my favorites. I really like this one because this is actually, it's fairly similar to the one that one of the kids in Halloween 4 used when they one of the kids was kind of a bully to Jamie, but then they end up taking her out trick-or-treating with them. So this looks pretty similar to that mask. So that's one of the reasons why I really like it. And then just the paint overall, I just love the colors. you know, the greens, the purples, that red really stands out. Looks like there's a little bit of like a little bit of red right there, but that's fine. Like honestly, with like these kind of masks for what you pay for, I'm not super worried about like something like that. Honestly, it adds a little character to it. Same thing you can see like right there. There's a couple like black marks, but I really like this mask again just because you know of I'm a big Halloween fan. Halloween 4 specifically, really love that film. And I just love like vintage and retro masks. So again, we'll show you guys the back. So, you know, just like all the others, it is $12.99. You'll see back here, so it has that same, you know, cushion kind of like on the forehead. But this one also has one near the bottom, like on the chin. And then you have that strap that, you know, goes around your head. So what I will do for you guys too is I will actually show you guys each one of these masks on my face just to kind of give you an idea of what they look like. But and then also at the end of the video, keep watching because I've actually gotten a lot of requests for my Pennywise mask to do a like 360 shot of that mask on me. So I'm going to do that just so that way you guys can see what that looks like, because apparently there's not a lot of videos of people, you know, wearing that mask. I think just because they're still like not out yet. So I'll go ahead and do that, but let me know what you guys think of these, you know, masks right here as I knock them all over. But let me know what you guys think of these masks down below in the comments. You know, are these something that you think that you're going to go pick up in stores? Like I mentioned, for the clown, actually for all of these guys, there was only one a piece, and there was actually one more vintage Halloween mask. It was like a skeleton, but it just didn't have like the same vibe as like these guys do. So I didn't end up picking that up, but all of these, there was only one a piece. Like I mentioned, the clown, that one, last I looked, there was some available online. Don't know if that's still the case, but I didn't check for the Frankenstein or the devil, but from what I've heard online is that especially the devil is, he's pretty hard to find. I don't know about Frankenstein. And I only checked the one spirit around me, so I don't know what the other stores had, but it was pretty much one a piece, at least at the one I went to. So these could be fairly hard to find, but let me know if you've already picked them up. And if you do plan on picking these guys up, you know, down below in the comments. And then, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what these guys, all of 3 of these masks look like on me right now. And then after that, I will show you guys the Pennywise mask as well. So, all right, guys. So I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to hear me. Probably, I'm sure it's going to be a little muffled up, but this is how the devil mask looks on me. Give you kind of a side shot. See, like I said, it just has that little string that just goes around. But yeah, this is definitely, I can't wait to wear this with like, you know, some kind of like robe or hood. Like I mentioned, it looks like the one from Haunt. So this is definitely, I really like this mask, like how it looks, really creepy. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below, and we'll go ahead and show you the next one. All right, and here is the clown mask. So again, this one, I would say might be the creepiest out of all of them, especially when I did get this, I was, you know, I tried it out in the car. I had a hoodie at the time, and it definitely, it looked pretty creepy. So this is, out of all of them, this might be the creepiest one. Still having a hard time, like, you know, like picking which one's my favorite, but yeah, this is what it looks like. Again, a little bit wider shot of what it looks like, you know, on me. You got that strap just going around the ears, and then there's the little bit of a, you know, cushion piece up here like I showed you guys. There's the hat. Yeah, now we will, I'll go ahead and show you the Frankenstein one. And here we are, the last of the retro masks. So here is the Frankenstein mask. Like I mentioned when I was, you know, when I was showing you guys the front and back of the mask, it does have a little cushion piece here, so that sits right on my chin, which that's, you know, really nice. Gives a little cushion right there. And then there's the cushion up here as well. Same thing as all the other masks, little drawstring. But yeah, this is, and you can actually, there you go. You can see my eyes right there. But when this is in the dark, it's a little bit harder for people to see your eyes. So that's kind of nice. So it looks like it's, just black. But this also doesn't have, if you guys can tell too, when I was doing the initial review, it doesn't have like the netting like the other ones do. So you can just see strictly, right into the eyes. So lower shot. But yeah, what do you guys think of all of these vintage masks? Again, go ahead and leave me your thoughts down below in the comments as far as these masks go. Let me know which one's your favorite too, out of the three, and if you plan on picking these up. Now we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do my little my 360 video of the Pennywise Mask, the deluxe edition from Trick or Treat Studio. So go ahead and check that out as well. Alright guys, so this is going to be my 360 shot of my Pennywise mask on my head. I have had a number of you guys asking for me to do this in a video, so I figured I would just go ahead and stick it at the end of this video where I was talking about a couple other masks. So we'll go ahead and show you what this looks like on head. I will give you guys a heads up that right now, so there's nothing like up here. So right now, I don't know what it looks like as far as like looking at the camera, but in order for me to look straight ahead at you guys, or for it to look like, or for me to be able to see you guys, I actually have to kind of tilt my head up a little bit because of, this is a fairly decent sized mask in my opinion. I feel like I have actually a pretty decent sized head, but it is a big mask, so I have to kind of look up in order to be able to see you guys. So this is just the mask with nothing up here, and I'll show you what it looks like with something up there afterwards. But right now, we'll go ahead and show you guys the 360 of the mask. So here is the front again. Go ahead and turn to the side. So there is the side of the mask. Here's the back, so you can see, hopefully it's not cutting off my head, but the hair sticking out, you can probably see this a little bit better from the back side rather than the like the sides of the front. Then there's the flap right here. So this is, again, pretty decent size, overall mask. Does cover, pretty much like your whole head, and there's a good amount of room there. So, but again, this is the back view of it. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then, again, here is the view from the other side of the mask. And then we go ahead and come full 360. So again, this is, I do not have anything on top of my head, up here in the forehead area of the mask. This is just me strictly. So right now, it probably looks like I'm looking straight at you guys, but I am actually looking almost downwards. So in order for me to look straight on, I have to kind of tilt my head, so you can probably see that now. So what I'm going to do now is show you what it looks like when I put, I'm just going to take a t-shirt and stuff it on top of my head, so that way I'll be able to look at you guys normal. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like when the forehead is a little filled up with something. So again, I just put a t-shirt there. But this allows me, because now I am looking directly at you guys and I don't have to tilt my head in an odd angle. So that is something you might, depending on the size of your head, you might have to put something up there in order to be able to look out straight. So just a heads up on that. I'm going to have to figure out something besides a shirt, obviously. But yeah, it is a pretty decent sized mask, so depending on the size of your head, might not be an issue for you guys, but it is for me. As far as baseball hats, I wear around a 7 3/4, so I feel like I have a pretty decent sized head. But yeah, so just a heads up when getting this mask, that might be something that you might run into. So
hopefully this video helped you out, getting to see the mask on my head. I know, again, you guys have been wanting for me to do this, so any of my other future mask reviews, I will try and make that, a point to do it, just so that way you guys can see. But again, let me know if you guys are getting this mask down below in the comments, what you think of it. And then same thing, for the retro Halloween mask, again, just let me know if you're getting any of those, what your favorite mask of those are. And again, appreciate you guys, watching these videos. It seems like you really like them, so I appreciate all the love that you're showing them. And, just make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And as always, guys, make sure to check back for more pop culture with Pat.